Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie if you are new here. Today I have about 11 different wedding guest dresses to show you. I've tried to pick lots of different styles, colours, lengths, fabrics. So if you're still on the hunt for that perfect occasion wear dress, if you've got a wedding, a graduation or some other formal event coming up, then hopefully this video will serve as inspiration for finding that perfect dress. Okay, let's talk about one of my favourite styles at the moment when it comes to dresses, and that is an open back detail. I love an open back. I think it's a lot more interesting than having a low cut dress or something that exposes a lot of the front. I think turning around and having that really special open back just absolutely can make a dress, and this one is a perfect example of that. This is the Sezane Ladya dress. This is one of my favourite dresses from Sezane at the moment, mainly for this beautiful back detailing. I love, especially for a wedding, I love that this is quite modest from the front. It's a midi length, it's got sleeves, it doesn't show any cleavage or any collarbone or anything like that. It's very simple. The broderie on glaze is absolutely beautiful and covers the whole dress. It's also fully lined, so it's a very secure dress. It's very comfortable being mostly cotton, but that back detail really elevates it and makes it so beautiful and so feminine. I particularly love the scalloping around the edges of this dress on the back. I think it adds an extra touch of femininity to the detail and to the dress, and I really like the tie at the top as well. It's those small details that make it go from a good dress to a really great dress. Another backless dress I have to show you is this black dress from Aje. So I know not everyone will be wanting a black dress for a wedding, but there are some dress codes that require you to wear black or encourage you to wear black. So I thought I would show you just one black option, and this one happens to have the most beautiful open back detail as well. It's a fully cut out open back, but it's covered in these pearls as well, and I just love that extra, again, an extra touch of femininity to an otherwise quite simple dress. It is, again, very modest from the front. It's high necked, it's long, it's black, it's very simple, but these pearls and this beautiful open back absolutely make the dress. And this particular brand, Aje, I have quite a few dresses to show you from them today. They all fit so well. If you're looking for a dress that's going to hug you and fit you perfectly, they are more expensive, but I would highly recommend Aje for that. They're an Australian brand, but in the UK you can find them on Matches. They have quite a wide selection of Aje dresses on there, or some other department stores as well. Before we move on to the next set of dresses, I wanted to thank the sponsor of today's video, and that is Lola Rose. So Lola Rose are an accessories brand. They were founded in London in 2000, and since then they've been making really delicate, elegant accessories and watches as well. So I have a watch from the Cube collection to show you. This is a very elegant, delicate watch. It's got a square face with this mother of pearl dial. It's also got these Roman numerals as numbers, which I really think brings in a vintage element to the watch, which I love and pairs perfectly with any vintage style dresses you may have. I think the brown leather strap works perfectly for more casual daytime events, but equally it looks really classic and sophisticated for more evening events as well. And because the watch is so small and so delicate, I think it pairs perfectly with more feminine dresses, more evening style dresses, where I don't really want a big clunky watch on my wrist. I want something that matches the overall tone of my outfit, which is generally very feminine, very pared back, very elegant, and I think it really accentuates the daintiness and the slenderness of your wrists as well. I do also have a discount code that you can utilize as well. I will leave it on screen and in the description box down below. That will get you $10 off as well. If you're interested in my style of watch in particular, I will leave those details down below, but they do have lots of other styles to choose from and jewelry as well. I particularly love this green dial they have on one of their watches. I think it's really cool. It's like an emerald green, would look amazing with a green dress. Thank you so much to Lola Rose for sponsoring. Now back to the regular scheduled content. Another style of dress that I really love and I think can look really flattering on a lot of different body types is a halter neck style. So I have a few to show you. The first one is this lilac embroidered flower dress from Erdem. This is one of the more premium dresses in this video, although it is currently on sale, so I will leave it linked down below. It's a gorgeous light pastel lilac colour, which I think is so appropriate for summer weddings, and it's it's got these beautiful embroidered flowers, so I think it just makes the perfect wedding guest dress. Very summery, very romantic and feminine, particularly perfect for an English country wedding. I love the twisted halter neck detail, so you actually kind of loop it through and twist it round. It just adds an extra element to the dress. And then it's completely open back with this bow detail at the bottom, which you tie yourself, so you can kind of tie it as tight or as loose as you need it. Very figure hugging at the waist, but then quite loose in the skirt. I really do love it. I mean, it's a premium price, but I can see why. It's a beautiful quality dress in this lovely cotton fabric. It's very light, very breathable to wear if you're going somewhere that's very warm. Another halter neck dress I have is this one from Oasis. This is quite a different price bracket, much more affordable than the Erdem dress, but actually equally as beautiful in its own way. This one is a slightly different style of halter neck in that it is a high, almost like a choker collar style. Then it ties up at the back and it doesn't have an open back detail. It's more of a racer back style, but I really love this. I think it's very flattering. I really like the length, how it's like a perfect ankle length. Looks great with a pair of heels. And this ticks another box for me. It's a jacquard burnout floral print, which is one of my favorite prints when it comes to dresses. I think it gives a dress a kind of vintage feeling element to it, and I really, really like that. It's very Parisian, very vintage, very romantic. I love this more subtle burnout floral as opposed to a brighter, more striking floral or a ditzy floral, which I think is a little bit overdone. A lot of people go for those, so I think this jacquard is a little bit more interesting and unique. Alternatively, I also have this blue dress, which has a slightly different halter neck style. It's just a string tie style, again with an open back. This is a little bit more slinky, a little bit more sexy if you're going somewhere where you want that kind of sexier feel, maybe an evening event, something like that. This would work perfectly. It's quite mermaidy as well, so it could work really well on somewhere by water. If you're going to a beach wedding, it has that feel to it because of the colour. It's very beautiful. The fit is really good. I've got mine in an EU40 and I would say it fits very well. I would say it's almost quite generous, so if you're between sizes you could probably size down. It's from the French brand Claudie Pierlot. I'll put it on screen. You'll probably know the brand I'm speaking of. It's the first dress I've tried from them and I'm actually really impressed. It's also currently on sale, I believe. So again, if you're interested and you want to get it for a slightly more affordable price, I will leave it linked down below. But yes, this one is one of my favorite colours. I always love blue. I'm obviously wearing blue now, but this particular shade of blue is slightly different. I don't know, it's just really lustrous and very beautiful. So yes, I really like this dress as well in this slightly different halter neck style. I want to circle back to jacquard. I mentioned that jacquard halter neck dress from Oasis, but I have a couple of other jacquard print dresses because, as I said, it is one of my favourite prints generally. I have this one which is from Rouge, which is a dress I already own, already in my wardrobe, but I think this would work really well for a wedding as well. It's one of these slip dresses which is very timeless. If you're looking for a dress that will work for many, many years to come, it will never go out of style, then a classic slip dress in a silk or satin, you can't go wrong with. I think they suit a lot of people. I think sometimes people are a bit scared to wear them because they can be quite figure hugging, but honestly, I think if you put some shapewear on underneath, they can flow and fit really beautifully, and this Rouge one is no exception. I love the colour of this dress. I love the jacquard and I love the little rose embroidery detail on the straps and around the bust as well. Very pretty. Can be dressed down for more casual events, but can definitely be dressed up for something like a wedding. If you're more into a bold, striking floral, then I have the perfect dress for you. It's this Aje dress again. It's also in a UK 10. It fits me really well. And it's this striking, bold flower print on this black background. When it comes to weddings, I always avoid a floral on a white background. I know it's generally fine, especially if it's a big print, but I just never want to be wearing a dress that could be in any way construed as being white. So I like going for a darker background or a coloured background, but this black one is perfect. It is very bold. It's probably the most bold dress I'm showing you today, partially because of the colours and the pattern, but also because of these huge voluminous sleeves. Aje do a lot of these really puffy sleeves, so you're into a big sleeve, a puff sleeve, you're going to love that brand and this dress in particular. I think it is really flattering actually because it comes in quite neatly at the waist, it flows out in the skirt, and it's got these big shoulders. It's a little bit 80s feeling, but in a really good way, and I think it is very flattering at balancing out. If you've bigger on bottom, it kind of balances out your proportions that way as well. It's very stunning. I love that it comes down in a V slightly at the back as well as at the front. Makes it look really symmetrical, which I like. And yes, it's a really good one. If you want a dress that's going to really make an impact, be a bit of a statement, if it's a dress code that requires you to kind of go over the top a little bit and they want really kind of bold and beautiful dresses, then I would really recommend this one. If you want something a little bit more pared back, a little bit more understated, then a wrap dress can be a really good option. They're usually really comfortable to wear. You can dance all night in them, but they look good on a lot of different body types as well. I have a couple of wrap dresses here. I've got this wrap dress from Sezane. This is the Zara dress. This is a very simple dress, could easily be worn in the day, but could also be dressed up for an evening event. It's very pretty. I like that it's got this gold metallic thread running through it as well, which does elevate it a little bit. I think if you paired it with some gold shoes or a gold bag to kind of bring out the gold in the dress, it would look really beautiful. It's very comfortable, it fits well, it's easy to wear, you're not going to have any issues with it. It's a midi length, and it's just a nice standard dress if you're looking for something a little bit more simple. I also have this wrap dress. This is from Zara, but I bought it on Vinted second hand. This is a really perfect example of going second hand for an occasion wear dress. A lot of people do buy these dresses, they wear them once and then they pop them on Vinted or eBay because they're not going to wear them again. So you can get some really affordable dresses, but really beautiful dresses. This one is obviously Zara, so it's not super premium, but I actually think it's really beautiful. I got it for £20, so you really don't have to spend a lot if you don't want to. If you've got a smaller budget, definitely look on Vinted first. This is ticking so many boxes for me. It's my favorite color, pink. It's a jacquard print, and it's this beautiful wrap dress. This is really great if you want a more modest option, if you don't want to show a lot of skin, because it's a long sleeve maxi length wrap. So if you're going somewhere slightly cooler, perhaps you want a bit of a warmer dress, this is a really good option. Or if you just don't feel like showing much skin, I think this is really ageless. It's going to look good on so many different people. It's very simple, but the material and the jacquard print again elevates it a little bit, and the color is really fun for a summer wedding as well. Okay, I have a couple of Barbie inspired dresses because the Barbie movie is coming out very soon. I wanted to show you some fun pink dresses if you're feeling dressing in pink. These are also from Aje, absolutely loving Aje. I've got this one, which is the Divinity Dress from Aje. So this one is really pretty and it fits really, really well. It's quite simple in its silhouette. It's got this little bit of ruching on the bust and this tiny pearl detail, which is really beautiful. I think you could pair this with a pearl bag or some pearl earrings to really kind of tie that in. And then it goes into almost like a corset. It's not a proper corset, but it's got a little bit of structure to it, and then flows out into this really swishy skirt. So it's very full, very beautiful, but really easy to wear. And this feels very Barbie to me. I think the silhouette and the color is very apt, and I really do like this dress. If you want a bit of a fun dress, a pink dress, a bright dress, then this one is absolutely great. I've also got this dress in two different pink shades. If you want a really bright fuchsia pink or a more subtle Barbie pink, I say subtle, they're both quite fun, but this one has some side cutouts. So if you again want something that isn't necessarily low cut, this one has the side cutouts and a little bit of a back detail as well. It's got a bow tie, again similar to the Erdem dress that I showed you earlier. I really like that. It makes it so you can tie it perfectly to your waist and your body, so it fits you really well. Yeah, it's just fun. It's quite flowy. It's quite a full skirt again. It's this cotton fabric, so you could dress this down. I feel like because it's a cotton, it feels a little bit more casual if you paired it with the right accessories, and you could wear it to the beach or, you know, on a fun day out. But equally with some heels, with some metallic bags maybe, then this could be definitely appropriate for a more formal occasion. And that is it. Those are all the dresses I have to show you today. Please do let me know in the comments which was your favorite. I'd love to hear from you. Do give this video a like as well, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Let me know if there's any other videos you would like to see from me soon. I will also leave some of my previous videos on screen if you would like to continue watching. Otherwise, I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!